The Health Ministry calls for stricter testing of passengers coming in from South Africa, Hong Kong and Botswana, where a new COVID variant has been found with multiple mutations. The government says that the new variant has serious public health implications for the country. 66 college students test positive in Dharwad in Karnataka. All of them were fully vaccinated. 66 out of 300 have tested positive, none in serious condition. Prime Minister Modi lays the foundation stone of the Noida International Airport, said to be Asia's largest airport. The government aims to complete the first phase by 2024. The Prime Minister says this is about nation building, not politics. Mamata Banerjee and Prashant Kishore strike Congress again in Meghalaya coup. Mukul Sangma says that Trinamool Congress is now the main opposition to the BJP. Sonia Gandhi chairs a meeting of the Congress MPs. The party says we want opposition unity in Parliament. And missing former Mumbai top cop Parmeshwar Singh resurfaces, is questioned by the crime branch in Mumbai in connection with the extortion cases. Says he has full faith in court. Hello and welcome to NDTV 24/7. I'm Rohit Wellington. Let's begin with our top story. The Health Ministry has called for tighter screening at the airports for passengers coming in from South Africa, Hong Kong and Botswana, where a new variant of Covid-19 has been found with multiple mutations, and that has led to a surge in infections. Union Health Secretary's letter to the states says that it has now been reported that multiple cases of Covid-19 variant 811529 have been reported in Botswana, 3 cases there, South Africa, 6 cases there, and Hong Kong, where 1 case have been reported. This variant is reported to have a significantly high number of mutations and thus has serious public health implications for the country. That's what the Union Health Ministry is saying. And it goes on to say that it is therefore imperative that all international travellers travelling from and transiting through these countries are subjected to rigorous screening and testing. So among other countries, this COVID variant has with multiple mutations has been detected in South Africa. Now experts say that this new variant is likely to have immune escape mechanism. Scientists blame the new variant for surge in infections in South Africa. In fact, the South Africa's health minister has said that this is a variant of serious concern and is behind an exponential rise in cases. South Africa has reported over 1,200 daily cases, up from around 100 daily cases earlier this month. Now back home, at least 66 medical college students fully vaccinated against coronavirus have tested positive for COVID-19 in Karnataka's Dharwad. That's what officials have said. The students of SDM College of Medical Sciences were found infected after 300 out of 400 students were made to undergo COVID tests following a college event. The 2 hostels at the college have been sealed as a precautionary measure on the orders of the district health officer and the deputy commissioner. Physical classes have been suspended at the moment, and officials are saying that none of the students is in serious condition. Well, the other big story, Prime Minister Modi laid the foundation stone of Noida International Airport in Jewar, and the government aims to complete the first phase of the airport by 2024, and the first phase is likely to cost upwards of 10,000 crore rupees. The airport will have many firsts, including being a zero-emissions airport. But there was politics as well at that event. UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath made a Jinnah jibe at Akhilesh Yadavs. The SP chief meanwhile said that the airport is being built so that the BJP can sell it.
It was meant to be the foundation of a new airport, the atmosphere, that of a BJP election rally.
इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर हमारे लिए राजनीति का नहीं बल्कि राष्ट्र नीति का हिस्सा है.
A reflection of the dual significance of the proposed international airport in Noida, a major infrastructure project and a big poll plank for the BJP in the coming UP elections. The airport is supposed to be the biggest in Asia and is meant to serve the rapidly growing National Capital Region as well as acting as a gateway to Western Uttar Pradesh.
This what you're looking at here is your phase 1 and phase 2 of the terminal.
Okay.
So which means phase 1 is what we will deliver by 24. हमारी जो propensity to spend on travel है और जो हमारे लोगों को travel करने का इच्छा है, it is very strong.
Yeah.
So we are pretty confident कि we won't
You
have
will
a
meet
problem.
this demand.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
But the speeches before a massive crowd took a decisively political turn.
पहले ऐसे क्षेत्रों को एयरपोर्ट जैसी सुविधाओं से नहीं जोड़ा जाता था। माना जाता था कि दिल्ली में तो एयरपोर्ट और दूसरी सुविधाएं है ही। हमने इस सोच को बदला।
UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath went further, invoking Jinnah yet again, even though this was a government event.
ये देश गन्ने की मिठास को एक नई उड़ान देगा या जिन्ना के अनुयायियों से फिर दंगा करवाने की शरारत करवाएगा।
Akhilesh Yadavs held a rally in Lucknow at the same time, hitting out at the BJP government over the proposed airport.
ये एयरपोर्ट इसलिए बन रहे हैं कि जिस समय एयरपोर्ट बन करके तैयार हो जाएगा, भारतीय जनता पार्टी इसको भी बेच देगी।
With UP Assembly election just months away, BJP has announced its campaign line, the Double Engine Sarkar, with Yogi Adityanath in state and Narendra Modi in centre. How much these projects will undo the damage caused by formulas in Western UP, only time will tell. With camera person Sasi Ganja, this is Arvind Gunasekar from Jeva for NDTV.
Meanwhile, Akhilesh Yadav's strategy ahead of the UP elections is clear. On Thursday, he was the chief guest at a rally organized by a smaller regional outfit in Lucknow that has entered into an alliance with the Samajwadi Party. This is a part of SP's larger strategy to ally with multiple small regional outfits to take on the BJP.
अखिलेश यादव जी को भेंट करेंगे।
Akhilesh Yadav stitching up a rainbow alliance, especially to woo OBC voters, estimated to be 30 to 35% of UP's population beyond his core base of Yadavs. Leaving out major players and past allies, BSP and Congress.
इसीलिए जोड़ रहे हैं, लगातार जोड़ रहे हैं, सबको जोड़ा है। ओम प्रकाश राजभर जी को भी साथ ले आए, महान दल को भी साथ ले आए, कृष्णा पटेल जी का भी दल साथ ले आए और आप लोग भी साथ हैं। जब इतने लोग साथ हैं और सब दल के झंडे हमारे साथ हैं तो इतनी रंग बिरंगी पार्टी किसी के पास नहीं होगी। एक रंग वाले लोग कोई जीवन में किसी के खुशहाली नहीं ला सकते और फिर बाबा मुख्यमंत्री तो कोई खुशहाली नहीं ला सकते।
Yadav was the chief guest at this Lucknow rally organized by the Janwadi Party Socialist, which has influence on at least 15 to 20 assembly seats across 5 eastern UP districts. Yadav has over half a dozen alliances done, or almost there. The alliance with Dr. Sanjay Chauhan of the Janwadi Party Socialist is done, as is with Om Prakash Rajbhar, former BJP ally, whose outfit the SBSP has influence among the Rajbhar OBC community on 30 Purvanchal seats and won 4 of 8 contested seats in 2017, polling a total of 6 lakh plus votes. There's the alliance with Keshav Dev Maurya of the Mahan Dal, whose party enjoys support from OBC communities like Mauryas and Kushwahas, and with Krishna Patel, the mother of Union Minister and BJP ally Anupriya Patel, whose faction of the Apna Dal enjoys support amongst the Kurmis, the second largest OBC community in UP after Yadav's, 5% of the state population. The SP's tie-up with Jayant Chaudhary's RLD, a regional outfit with support from the Jat community, on about 40 of Western UP's 100 seats is almost through. And Mr. Yadav may even be prepared to concede a few seats near Delhi to the Aam Aadmi Party, that is attempting to find a footing in UP politics. Raja Bhaiya of the Jan Satta Dal, a former minister in the Akhilesh Yadav government, has met with SP founder Mulayam Singh Yadav. And there may even be an alliance with Akhilesh's estranged uncle, Shivpal Yadav of the Pragatishil Samajwadi Party.
देखिए, हम लोग मुट्ठी पे भरोसा करने वाले लोग हैं और हम उंगली पे भरोसा नहीं करते। हम सारी उंगलियों को मिलाकर एक मुट्ठी बना रहे हैं और मुट्ठी का जब मुका पड़ेगा तभी ये सरकार भागेगी यहाँ से।
आप जानते हैं बिंदु बिंदु से सिंध बना है, जब छोटे छोटे दल मिलेंगे तो एक बड़ा महादल बनता है।
So here is what Akhilesh Yadavs is not looking to do this election. He has already said on record that there is no question of tying up with the larger national party. In 2017, the Samajwadi Party had tied up with the Congress for the UP election, and in 2019, the party tied up with the BSP for the Lok Sabha elections. In both elections, the Samajwadi Party lost badly, and the BJP won in a big manner.
The BJP, which swept the last elections, recently stitched together an alliance with the Hissedari Morcha, a group of 7 small OBC-specific parties with influence in eastern UP. While its alliances with the Apna Dal faction, headed by Union Minister Anupriya Patel, and the Nishad Party, both OBC outfits from eastern UP, remain intact. With camera person Rajesh Gupta, this is Alok Pandey, NDTV.
Now, Mamata Banerjee's unprecedented coup in Meghalaya, the joining of 12 of the 17 Congress MLAs led by Mukul Sangma late Wednesday evening, started with a meeting between election strategist Prashant Kishore and the senior Congress leader. Mukul Sangma on Thursday said that the Trinamool Congress is now the main opposition to the BJP. Monitipa Banerjee reports.
In Shillong, the aftermath of a coup by Trinamool. 12 of the Congress's 17 MLAs broke away and joined it. Mamata Banerjee's swiftest and hardest blow to the Congress yet came while the Bengal Chief Minister was ironically in Sonia Gandhi's neighborhood. Hours before the coup, this is what she had said. Mukul Sangma and company are the newest feathers in the cap of Mamata Banerjee as she steps on the gas to expand her footprint across the country with an eye on 2024. Sangma's farewell was not fond. He accused his alma mater of failing on the job. A chat in Kolkata with poll strategist Prashant Kishore helped him make up his mind, Sangma said. Kishore was also key to Trinamool's acquisition of former Congress Goa Chief Minister Luisine Valero.
The Indian National Congress is failing to really respond to its call of duty as a main opposition party. We have to take our political opponent hats on because that's what people expect. We can't just have lip service. I also end up meeting my friend Prashant Kishoreji. I'm very happy to disclose that when we interacted, I felt that we share the same objective aim.
Not once but twice, Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi met Mr. Congrade Sangma and tried to placate him, but he seemed predetermined to break the Congress party in Meghalaya. Now the Congress says it will have to start from the drawing board, from the block to block, to ensure that those 12 MLAs who have left find a replacement and help the party resurrect itself in the northeastern state.
On Tuesday, 2 other Congress leaders, Kirti Azad and Ashok Tanwar, signed up with Trinamool. Adhir Chaudhary once again accused Mamata Banerjee of chipping away at Congress to help BJP, so her nephew is spared by Enforcement Directorate.
बात यही है अपने भतीजे को टीएमसी पार्टी को कद्दावर नेता को जो चोरी किए हैं घोटाला किया बचाना के उनका सबसे बड़ा प्राथमिकता.
With her footprint in Meghalaya, Trinamool has now expanded beyond Bengal to Tripura, Goa, Uttar Pradesh, Haryana and Bihar as well. Mamata Banerjee insisting her goal is BJP Hatao. Mamata Banerjee headed back from Delhi to Kolkata today but left the capital wondering about the impact of her Meghalaya midnight coup on her special equation with Sonia Gandhi and eventually opposition unity against the BJP. With Sunil Prabhu and Azam Siddiqui, Monitipa Banerjee, NDTV.
Meanwhile, in Delhi, Congress leader Sonia Gandhi chaired a strategy meet ahead of the parliament session and the Congress called for opposition unity.
बाकी के जो विषय है महत्वपूर्ण विषय है, चाहे वो इन्फ्लेशन का हो, चाहे पेट्रोल डीजल का हो, चाहे चाइनीज का एग्रेशन का मुद्दा हो, और दूसरे पार्टी के नेताओं से भी बात करके हमको इस विषय पे एकजुट होके लड़ने के लिए हम सभी तैयार होना चाहिए। फिर टीएमसी सभी लोगों से हम कांटेक्ट करेंगे, रिक्वेस्ट करेंगे, जैसा कि जो लास्ट सेशन में हमने किया था।
To Punjab now, where it is now a battle to win over the women voters of the state. Women are 46% of the voters in Punjab. What are the promises the parties are making ahead of elections? Mohammad Ghazali has this report.
Arvind Kejriwal's special focus on women in Punjab, with an unprecedented soap of 1,000 rupees a month to every woman over 18 in Punjab, something the Delhi CM hasn't done even in his own state. So these women, National Health Mission employees protesting just a few kilometers away for their jobs to be regularized have mixed reactions.
ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਸਰਕਾਰਾਂ ਆਉਂਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਲਾਰੇ ਲਾਉਂਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ, ਪਰ ਅੱਜ ਤੱਕ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਜੋ ਕਿਹਾ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਕੀਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ। ਸਾਨੂੰ ਐਜੂਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਸਾਡੀ ਵਧੀਆ ਕਰੋ, ਸਾਡਾ ਹੈਲਥ ਸਿਸਟਮ ਵਧੀਆ ਕਰੋ, ਰੋਜ਼ਗਾਰ ਦਿਓ ਤਾਂ ਜੋ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਗੁਜ਼ਾਰਾ ਆਪਦਾ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਨਾ ਕਰ ਸਕੇ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਅਪਾਹਜ ਨਾ ਬਣਾਓ।
Aam Aadmi Party is trying to tap into one of the largest vote banks in Punjab, the 93.75 lakh women, or over 46% of the total voters. In 2017 polls, 78.5% male voters and 79.2% female voters cast their vote. But where will the money come from? While all parties are on an announcement spree, the state's finances are a concern. The current Congress-led government will leave behind a projected debt burden of at least 2.82 lakh crore rupees. Congress too is wooing women voters after Priyanka Gandhi promised women 40% of the tickets in UP polls. Navjot Sidhu said 50% of the tickets would be given to women in Punjab.
ਉਹ ਔਰਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਅੱਜ ਪ੍ਰਿਯੰਕਾ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਯੂਪੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ 40% ਦਿੱਤਾ, ਔਰਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜੇ ਉੱਥੇ 40 ਮਿਲਿਆ ਤੇ ਇੱਥੇ 50 ਮਿਲੇ।
Women empowerment is a diverse subject and more things have been said than done in the past. Electorally, it may benefit the parties, but only time will tell whether these promises really change the fate of women in Punjab. With Tanmoy Samanta in Moga, in Chandigarh, Mohammad Ghazali for NDTV.
Time for a short break. On the other side, missing former top cop Parmeshwar Singh resurfaces and is questioned by the Mumbai crime branch. We'll get you that story on the other side. Welcome back. Former Mumbai Police Commissioner Parmeshwar Singh resurfaced on Thursday and appeared before the crime branch. And after appearing before the Mumbai Police's crime branch in connection with the extortion cases, Parmeshwar Singh said that he is cooperating with the investigation and that he has full faith in the court. His lawyer said that the former police commissioner has given his statements before the crime branch and will continue to cooperate in the probe.
सुप्रीम कोर्ट के आदेश के अनुसार मैंने आज इन्वेस्टिगेशन ज्वाइन किया है, कोऑपरेट किया है इन्वेस्टिगेशन के साथ, एंड इससे ज़्यादा मुझे कुछ कहना नहीं है। एंड जैसा कोर्ट का आदेश रहेगा, मुझे कोर्ट के ऊपर पूरा विश्वास है एंड कोर्ट के आदेश के हिसाब से आगे की कार्रवाई होगी।
Now, the acquisition of Tamil Nadu's former Chief Minister, late Jayalalithas' post-garden residence by the state government has been cancelled by the Madras High Court after her niece and nephew challenged the takeover. Sam Daniel has this report.
Once at the heart of Tamil Nadu's turbulent politics during Jayalalithas' lifetime, this mansion at Chennai's Poise Garden, called Veda Nilayam or Veda Home, will now go to her legal heirs, her niece and nephew. And they are clear they don't want it as a memorial, but something else in the memory of the former Chief Minister and AIADMK chief. The state government has to hand over the keys in 3 weeks after a High Court order. In 2020, the then ruling AIADMK took over the house, passing a law even without consulting Jayalalithas' family. Just before elections, the then Chief Minister inaugurated the memorial. The court has ruled that's illegal, saying no public interest in this acquisition. There is already an 80 crore memorial for Jayalalitha along the marina a few kilometers away. What's the inspirational story that Veda Nilayam may provide, which the 80 crore marina memorial doesn't?
எங்களுடைய அதாவது அனைத்து இந்திய அண்ணா திராவிட முன்னேற்ற கழக என்னை போன்ற ஒவ்வொரு தொண்டர்களுடைய அந்த எண்ணங்களிலும் கோவிலாக திருக்கோவிலாக ஆலயமாக நினைக்கின்ற இடம் அம்மா வாழ்ந்து மறைந்த அந்த இல்லம். மேல் நடவடிக்கை எடுப்பது குறித்து அதே போன்று அரசை பொறுத்தவரை எம்மாதிரி நடவடிக்கை எடுப்பது குறித்து கட்சி உரிய நேரத்திலே அது குறித்து முடிவு செய்யும்.
An embarrassed AIADMK is yet to take a call on its next course of action. The ruling DMK, sources say, is unlikely to challenge this order. For Deepa and Deepak, it's a huge victory and an emotional moment, though this could turn into a long-drawn legal battle. Local residents are relieved, as many do not want a memorial in a residential area. In Chennai with Suresh, Sam Daniel, Find the TV.